Okay guys, so I didn't even as much get into the house, and look. So I literally walked into the house. It's probably in the 30s outside. And I walked into my house, my thermostat is set on 70. Okay guys, so pretty much when you get your red dot, it's going to come in its little package. It doesn't come in a box like all the other red dots do. It comes in like a little package, like a toy car or something would come in. So you get your little information packet. Here are the, well, I guess let's fill out. This is my rear sight and the screws that hold the actual plate in. It takes the 1632 battery, and in order to change it out, there's a screw there and there's a screw there. And as you can see under here, there's a hole there and there's a hole there. And that's where these two big long screws go in underneath of the slide. You put your rear side on, you put this guy on, and the screws go up and underneath of the slide, and it looks really clean on top when the red dot's not on there. But as for now, we are going to be unscrewing this one and removing the dot. And it comes with, does it come? I don't even remember. Actually, honestly, I can't say that it comes with an Allen wrench. I don't even remember if it comes with an Allen wrench. So here's your negative side. There's your positive side. Put your negative side down into the bottom of the dot. There we go. And it is, oh, and there's my red dot. It is back on. So it was the battery. The red dot itself was not broken, so alright, so today is November the 17th of 2020. So that'll be a good reference point as to see how long the Duracell battery lasts. There we go. Okay. So the dot's back on. Alright, so you have 8 settings, and you probably can't even see that setting. It's literally directly above the front sight post. Alright, so that's setting number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then on the 8th one it's going to flash to let you know you're at the top. So there's setting 8. Look at how starburst it is, okay? Now we are in my bathroom with just the regular light on, and that's how starburst it is, just in a regular lit room. So now we're gonna go back down. We're gonna go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now back to 1. You can't even see it. So for me, just walking around in my bathroom in my house during the daytime, setting number 3 is where I use it. Now, let's go back to the living room. Let's step outside. We are outside, and you can see the dot. You can see it up in the sky there. You can see it on the mailbox across the road. You can see it on that tree. For me, this setting is extremely good during this time of day. Like, I know it's not that crazy good through the camera, but for me, it's perfectly bright enough, and that's on setting number 3. So, now, let's go inside. All right, anyway, so this is the 3rd setting. For the daytime, it's perfect for me, and it's perfect in the house. Now, let's shut the light off. It's extremely, let me see if I can find this dot. Right, do you see all the echo in there? All the light? There's so much more. There's like 3 dots in there. You can't see all 3 of them. Me, personally, it's hard to find. Ooh. There we are, setting 3. What's up guys, welcome back to Whisper Tactical. My name's John, and today I'm doing a video that I promised a guy like 2 months ago, and man, I am so sorry that I haven't done this video. I've been so busy with everything that's been going on. He wanted to know about the Romeo Zero that I have on my 365 XL. So let me get it up close here. This is the Sig Sauer P365 XL. This is the NRA edition, but I did a video on it and some people wanted to know more about the actual optic and how accurate it was and out to distances and what happened if the red dot went out and all you had was the built-in irons. And that actually happened to me. One night I had to get up and grab my gun and go to the front door, and my dot didn't work. And I was like, really? Okay, that's awesome, because now the built-in rear sights is just a blacked out rear sight. There is no tritium, there is no, you know, glow in the dark. You can't see nothing now, you know. So what I relied on from Sig failed me when I needed it. And luckily I didn't need it. Luckily it was just something that wasn't a big deal, but I still, you know, it bothered me. So I hadn't had the red dot at that time. I hadn't had it for 3 weeks. It's supposed to have a 20,000 hour battery life, and yeah, it does not have a 20,000 hour battery life. So I put the optic on it and I went and zeroed it in. I had some trouble zeroing it in. I was not fond of it at all. I have other Sig optics and I love them. I love them. They're great. The Romeo 5, the Sig Romeo 1 Pro, they're fantastic. Even the Sig MSR was a good optic, you know, but this one, I'm sorry, I can't recommend it. Do not buy this. Buy the gun. The gun's great. Don't buy this optic. If you want to go with an optic for this gun, go with the Holosun or the Shield, the RMSC. I think that's what it is. I'm not familiar with it, but I've seen some reviews on it, and I am familiar with the Holosun. They're great optics. I just bought this because I bought this gun because I wanted the Romeo Zero. So I wish I had done my homework on it before I bought it, but unfortunately I didn't. And I had to put a new battery in it. I'm gonna do some shooting with it today, and I actually want to show you how far off of zero just changing the battery did. All right, so once again, this is a reason why I hate this optic, is because there's 8 settings, okay? And it goes in a ladder, so you can't, there is no up or down, and it's not on the side, you know what I mean? Let me do this. The gun's clear, so, you know, don't freak out. But there is no on the side, up or down, you know, brightness settings up and down. It's actually under the hood. There's a little button in there. So you got to reach your finger in there to hit it. But in order to hit it, you press it, but you can't see what setting it's on. So right now it's pretty bright. I don't know what setting I'm on. So it goes in a ladder. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the brightest. And when you get to the maxed out brightness, it'll flash. And then it'll stop. And then you go down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once it gets to 1, it'll flash. That way you know. But you can't go up or down by itself. In order to get to 2, if you're on 3, in order to get to 2, you've got to push it all the way up to 8 and then all the way back down to 2. To do it. So I mean, it's really obnoxious. And for me, for a while, I used this gun as everyday carry and nightstand gun. So when I woke up in the morning, so I put, to go out in the day, I use setting 2, sometimes 3, it depends. If I'm in stores and I know I'm going out into stores and stuff, I'm gonna put it on 2. If I know I'm gonna be out in the sunlight like this, I'm gonna put it on 3. However, setting 3 at 4 o'clock in the morning when all the lights are out is so bright that it will starburst the whole lens and you can't see nothing. So I mean, it's very frustrating. I'll go through the modes with you and that'll be it. I mean, I do not like this optic. I wished I didn't spend the $200 that I spent on it. and I don't like it. I can't recommend it. I'm sorry, but I will do some shooting and I'll do some accuracy stuff. I've actually never shot with the irons that are built into this, so we're gonna give that a try today. Right now, we are here at about 10 yards. See how far right the dot is? So, yeah, it went to the right a lot. So anyways, here's with the irons that are built in. Oh wow, okay, so alright, so with the irons that are built in at 10 yards, it's not really that bad. I mean, that's about 4 inches there. Okay, yeah, so check that out. Yeah, this gun is hot, so I'm gonna try to keep my hands like guarding the trigger here and like pointing it away from me. So I had never had to use the built-in irons on the back of the Romeo Zero, but I just shot it through the camera 4 times and it was decent. So I'm gonna try it out from behind the camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I'm curious as to see what kind of group I can actually hold with the irons that are built in on the back of the Romeo Zero, in case something happened and my dot did go out. However, if it happened in the middle of the night, I wouldn't be able to see nothing. You wouldn't be able to shoot nothing because these are blacked out. And in order to get a good picture, like a good sight picture, over half of your tritium is gone on the front, so you can't even really see what you're doing in the middle of the night with a blacked out rear sight. I'm gonna stand here at 10 yards and I'm gonna shoot a couple of rounds from the irons and not the actual dot. So I'm gonna aim at the head. The irons that are built in to the actual Romeo Zero are extremely accurate. Yeah, let me, guns clear. Guns clear. Let me walk you down here at 10 yards and show you what the irons on the back of the Romeo Zero did as a group. Like I'm surprised. They did very well. I'm shocked. So, let me get, there we go. So my first one hit here, and that's because I don't know why, but I kind of followed the dot. I forgot what I was doing, but all the rest of them were right here. This is a 4-inch head. So all of the rest of those shots, they all were on target. Still, I cannot recommend the dot because unfortunately it's not reliable. The thing is, like, so this is the deal. So this dot is made of polymer. The glass, everything you see is made of polymer. It's supposed to be like shock proof, and it's supposed to be the most durable dot there is. Supposed to be like 10 times or 100 times more more durable than the actual glass. So if you drop it on top of the hood, it's supposed to be like a shatterproof type thing. I don't like that because you see the white in there, all the white in there. If you're an OCD shooter like I am, sometimes I focus on that, and that's glue. That's glue. And when they put this screen together or whatever they do, that glue, it's cheaply made. It's cheap. Like, they made it sound like it was supposed to be this big bomb-proof like thing, but it's not. Another thing is, it's really odd because mine's screwed in. I did everything right, but it sits farther off the left of the gun than it does the right. So here's a little lip. You got a little lip that hangs over there, but look at this side. Like, look at that big of a lip. Look how big that lip is right there that hangs over compared to this lip. Hardly any. So like the whole dot sits off the left of the gun probably 1/1000th, maybe 2/1000ths of an inch off of the gun. Like, it bothers me. It may not bother you, I don't care. It bothers me, I don't like it. Let me load up a couple of more mags. I will zero the dot. I got some 124 grains loaded up, 15 of them to be exact. And I'm here at 10 yards and I'm going to zero this red dot. I do my windage first. Line your front and rear side up that's on the back of the optic. Turn your dial till your dot is directly over top of your sights. I still need to come back a little bit. So, all right, so my dot is directly over top of my sights, but it's up a little bit. So I'm gonna see where I'm hitting at 10 yards and then adjust my elevation. All right, so here we are. I'm gonna aim center mass. And I'm shooting about 4 inches low. So, and work on my up and down. All right, I'm gonna aim center mass. Okay, so we are loaded up with 15 of the 100 grain frangible. There's the dot. Woo, I'm deaf because I didn't put my ear pro in. That dot brightness is as high as it goes. And you all can barely see it. So, yeah. It's already losing zero. It's already going to the right. So I'm going to re-zero it real quick. Frangible. And I'm gonna aim center mass. I guarantee this gun is already off zero. It's ridiculous. Like, I do not like this optic at all. Like, I just had this thing zeroed. It was just zeroed. I mean, I was holding a group in the middle of the target and everything. But a second ago, I was hitting everywhere I was shooting accurately, and now all of my shots are going to the left, and I put 3 magazines through it. You know, this is ridiculous. Like, ridiculous. Guys, don't fall for Palmetto State Armory's sale on this. Don't go over there and spend $159 thinking you're getting a good deal. You're paying $159 on a piece of junk. Spend a little extra cash and buy yourself the Holosun 507K. All right, we're back zeroed again. I'll show you that we're back zeroed again. So, look down there. All of those on the left side of the plate in a perfect little group. guarantee it goes off zero here. I'm gonna have to readjust it. Give me 1 second. In order to put those rounds right there, the ones that I just shot on the head of that target, I had to aim over the right shoulder. Already after one magazine. Let's go back here to some distance. I don't know what to say. It's very frustrating, you know, to spend hard-earned money, or like money that you could use for something else, and like a company as well known as Sig sells you, they sell you something like this. They know good and well this was junk before it ever left their factory. Like, they know that it didn't hold zero. They know that the glue showed up through the glass. They know that we're back here at about 50 yards. Let's see if we can hit some of that steel up there at about 50. So yeah, I mean, it's accurate. When it's zeroed, it's accurate. Let's walk on back here. I don't know how far we're going. I don't probably what we got here. We're a pretty good ways. Let's just see what we got. So yeah, we're well over 100 yards, but I would imagine that it's already off, you know, it's already off zero again. So guys, I don't know what else I can tell you about this to try to save you from wasting your money on this, when you can just throw a little bit of extra cash down and get a good, reliable optic from a company who doesn't just release crap. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this handgun. Sig did a heck of a job when they made this gun. However, any other model that they have ever made, have ever put out, I don't trust it, I won't carry it. They won the military trials. They won the military trials and sent out a gun that would go off on its own. Like, they issued 320s to police officers that would just go off on their own and like harm people and potentially kill people. As a company, you don't really care for your consumer. At that point, when you release a gun that you could do this to, and a striker fired gun at that, like that's ridiculous. That would have made the 320s go off. The M17s that the military got, that would have made the gun go off. I mean, come on, you think the military is not gonna put their guns through stuff? But that's Sig for you. I mean, people gonna get mad at me for this. The 365 XL, fantastic. The 365 is junk. I'm sorry, but I've shot like 5 of them, and every single one of them have that primer striker drag, and I mean, just come on, man. Like, don't release a gun that can stand up to the test of time. The 320 AXG Scorpion, I love that gun. It's a great gun. Love this gun. Would I carry the 320? Not in a lifetime. Never. I'll go to Glock first. I love my Glocks. Love my 19X. The 320, I love the gun. I just don't feel safe carrying it. I don't really... Sometimes it scares me to carry this. Like, I won't carry this gun appendix. Like, I carry this gun like 3 o'clock. Or, you know, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, because I'm afraid. Like, I'm afraid of Sig. But guys, I don't know what else to say about the Sig Romeo Zero besides, I can say this, it's a shake awake. So now it's awake, but it's supposed to go off on its own. So I tested this yesterday. Like, I shook it awake, looked down it, made sure the dot was on, and then I set it up on a dresser, like way up high where no one could touch it, in a room where no one was at, closed the door. I went back like 3 hours later and the dot was still on. Like, it does, mine doesn't never go off. It constantly stays on. Like I know that because I don't just grab it, pick it up and look at it thinking I'm gonna see it off, because I know it's a shake awake. If I touch it, it's gonna wake up. So like, I set it, like that right there. And then 3 hours later, I'll go in and I'll find it. I'll find the dot. Like, I'll look around and I'll find the dot in the glass, and it's on. It's still on. I don't touch the dresser. I don't shake it. I don't nothing. I tiptoe, try not to shake the house to make it vibrate and shake awake. Just, my dot never shuts off. So the battery obviously is not going to last that long. Like I said, the battery that came with it lasted a touch over 3 weeks. I think it was like 23 days. I had it for 23 or 24 days, and it was done. It was gone. It was, I mean, the red dot was out. That was back in, I bought that August the 7th, and before September, my dot was already dead. So, I don't really know what to say, anything else about it besides it's terrible, it's inconvenient, I do not like it, and I'm going to put the original sights back on the gun because they are fantastic, and you can see them in the dark, and you don't have to wake up and adjust them before you go to bed, and you don't have to worry about grabbing them and the tritium not working, you know. Yeah, so guys, all I can say is, if you want a dot, or you want to get a 365 milled and you want to put a dot on your 365, go with the Holosun or go with that Shield RMSC, I think is what it is. There is a YouTube channel called the Provectus Group, I think. I don't really know the name. I don't know. Provectus Group? I think it's the Provectus Group. He does like in-depth review on one of the optics for this, and it's really good, and it almost sold me on it, but like I said, I bought this gun for the Romeo Zero, and I chose to stick with the Romeo Zero, and I wish that I hadn't. Guys, I don't know what else you want me to say about it besides I think it's a terrible piece of crap, and I'm going to remove it and put my original sights back on because I love those things. Anyways, guys, would you please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, hit the little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload new upload new videos, and I've got a lot of stuff coming. Thank you all so much. Until next time, I love you, and y'all stay safe.